What it do? Dream Team, it's your boy D Neil back with another reaction video. Once again, we are back with our guy Jefferies, man. This is the battle over Confederate monuments. Confederate monuments have been a problem, I guess, lately. A couple years, was it years? You know what I'm saying? When the cancel culture started, and we started, you know what I'm saying, canceling all these monuments they had up of these guys who owned slave or fought for slavery to stay, you know, and you were like, it's time to start ripping them down. And a lot of people got upset about that. And so I'm intrigued to see this, but before we jump in, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Drop your favorite video suggestion in the comment section. Oh, we got you.
Before I came to America, all I knew about the South was what I saw in Gone with the Wind.
I've never
After I
seen
was
Gone
asleep
with
in
the
the middle
Wind.
of the movie. Apparently, there was a huge civil war where lots of people died. And 150 years later, proud Southern folks still celebrate their side's heritage with flags and monuments.
Yep.
The biggest remaining one is outside Atlanta, Stone Mountain, featuring Confederates Jefferson Davis, Robert E. Lee, and Stonewall Jackson. And that night, they put on a sweet laser show. Who wouldn't enjoy that? Oh, right. What's your problem with Stone Mountain?
It is a monument.
It showed like, oh, right. You showed a black guy, it's like, oh, right.
Oh, right.
Oh,
What's
wow.
your problem with Stone Mountain?
It is a monument, literally, to white supremacy. There seems to be this notion of the antebellum South as a place of mint juleps and fancy afternoons on the lawn. But it was a harsh life for millions of people held in chains.
Well, they conveniently left that out of the laser show. What gives? For a more historical perspective, I spoke to an author of 14 books about the South. Why protect these monuments?
Why destroy the monuments?
People deem these monuments that are a sign of the past where slavery existed, and people find an offense to that.
I mean, it's a shame. It really is that our monuments associated with racism, but who made the association?
Probably those pesky slaves.
I look up.
Swear to God. My guy just sitting there like, well, it's a shame. It's a shame that slavery happened and that these monuments of people who owned slaves or had slaves are related with racism. And he said those pesky slaves, man. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can you say, come in one more time, man?
Past where slavery existed, and people find an offense to that.
I mean, it's a shame. It really is that our monuments associated with racism, but who made the association?
Probably those pesky slaves.
I look up there and I see Jefferson Davis. There was a man who adopted a little black orphan child and raised him and secured his rights as a free person.
That's a lovely thought. Maybe these Confederate guys are just misunderstood. Jefferson Davis adopted a black kid, so that's pretty cool. Like different strokes.
Oh, man.
Well, no, not like this. These kinds of whitewashing history help to make us feel good, but they're not accurate, and they're dangerous.
Like a lot of things in America today, alternative facts can cloud the debate. And that became clear when I sat down with one of the men who's fighting to keep the Stone Mountain Monument up. People will say that the Civil War was about slavery.
Oh, I know. Some people do that, and that's kind of funny because it was not. It was about independence. Had the South not declared their independence, there would have been no war.
But the slaves were freed at the end of the war.
Yes, it was a moot point by then.
Well, not for the slaves.
Jim, thank you so much, bro. Bro, these Confederate guys are literally acting like the slavery was a shame, but like it wasn't a huge deal. Like these people wasn't happy to be free. It was a moot point. Not for the slaves. That was the best point in their life. You feel? Come on, man. Bro, these guys are hilarious.
Slaves were freed at the end of the war.
Yes, it was a moot point by then.
Well, not for the slaves.
It was a moot point for the South in general.
Yeah, but the slaves would have appreciated it.
The war was about...
Black people were oppressed back then. You'd agree that they were oppressed?
Yes, it was a moot point by then.
Well, not for the slaves. It was a moot point for the South in general. Yeah, but the slaves would have appreciated it. The war was about black people were oppressed back then. You'd agree that they were oppressed?
Yeah. That's kind of a overused word.
Wouldn't you say the word oppressed?
It's the fact that they're sitting there with straight faces, like they're just trying to skip over this fact of slavery. He don't even want to answer the question, bro. He doesn't want to answer. He's like, yeah, but black people were probably like happy to be free. Like the war was about independence. Yeah, but man, the slaves weren't independent. You would agree that the black people were oppressed. Yeah, oppressed, overused word. They were oppressed, bro. Like, they were slaves. Like, this war, they were slaves before the war. After the war, they're not slaves. To me, it looks like the war is about slavery. Or it has something to do with the war if it's not completely about it.
Yeah. That's kind of a overused word.
Wouldn't you say the word oppressed is overused?
In what context? In the context of people dragged from their homeland, forced to work a life of subservience to people who didn't even view them as human?
Yeah, that context.
Then no.
Stonewall Park is one of the most visited parks on Earth. Right. Walk out there under the carving and look at all the people from Japan and Germany.
And Germany.
Those are the most
and Italy.
people that come.
Yeah. Is there any monuments on this planet that you find offensive?
Yes, lots of them. There are monuments to Abraham Lincoln.
You don't like Lincoln?
No, he was a war criminal. He was clearly a white supremacist, and he destroyed the South and killed almost 1 million of his people.
Didn't he help free the slaves, Abraham? Or am I just told the wrong thing? He was a war criminal. Oh, wow.
And he destroyed the South and killed almost 1 million of his people, which dwarfs the activity of Assad in Syria.
Agree to disagree. Was this just another American issue that's hopelessly divided along racial lines? Answer that. I sat down with a prominent Atlanta lawyer whose ancestors fought for the Confederacy. Why did the Civil War happen?
Slavery was the driving issue.
Finally, a white guy down here who believes the war was about slavery.
The people you're talking to like to say things like it was about independence.
Right.
I think it was a refusal to face the facts of history.
The unbiased truth from someone without all the racist baggage.
Yes.
Opposed to interracial mixing. It undoes 60,000 years of separate evolution. I oppose mixing the races for thoughtful reasons, and I have to admit that there is an instinctive revulsion about it.
You know
You're racist. My lord, bro, who do they get to come on these shows, bro? Like, are we serious right now? So he admitted it was about slavery, and then he said totally opposed to mixing races. Like, they should have been races should have been kept separate. You feel me? Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Reasons, and I have to admit that there is an instinctive revulsion about it.
You know you're on TV, right? Well, he may be a racist, but at least he has his facts straight. Look, history is complicated and filled with shittiness. And pride can make people believe things that just aren't true.
Yes.
And when that's allowed to fester, it has deadly consequences. For Charlottesville and for all of us. How do you get rid of this? Like, it's one thing to tear down a statue. It's something carved into a mountain. How do you get rid of this?
First of all, I don't think it's just getting rid of the mountain. I think there has to be a telling of our history in the artifacts that are displayed out at Stone Mountain that more accurately tell the story of antebellum life, including the viewpoints of Africans who were held in slavery here.
Another answer could have been dynamite.
That'll work too.
Oh, that was funny, bro. I'm like, there's no way, like, these guys just was like literally sitting there straight face, like, there's no way their answers were real. Like, I can't believe it in my soul of souls that this was real, bro. They made them people say that. Had to. I pray that they did. That's all we got for this shit. If you guys got a favorite video you want to see me react to, drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. If you got straight favorite video suggested, alright, touch drop in the comments. It's your boy D Nia, out of here.